Hey everyone and all you maniacs out there, welcome back to En-Mao Plays FIFA 15. Glad you could join us. Today we have got Hartlepool against York City in the next season match. We are coming off a win where we beat Morecambe last game, and we won 1-0 with a storming strike by Luke James in the 45th minute. He put it into the bottom corner, and well, that caused us to win the game. We had two previous losses to that, but hopefully we've turned it round. Well, today we've got Hartlepool against York City, as I said, and we're in the blue and white. York City are in the red. If we can get a win here, it will really help our promotion chances, because York City are above us in the table, and as you know, beating the teams above you is what you need to do. So let's get this. We're going to control the whole team again on professional, and away we go.
Hi everybody, Martin Tyler here with you.
We're playing at home today as well against York City, so we're at the town park.
Delighted to be here, Martin. Looking forward to it.
These days, if you get a name in football,
I think they're going to play pretty much the same team as what won against Morecambe last game.
Some players love the celebrity life
because it's been a good game. It was a good game the last time. If you haven't seen it, go and watch that episode. It was a really good game. We were all over Morecambe, and well, the goal that happened was a brilliant goal.
You can do it if you want to.
Well, this is how the home team shape up.
Okay, so there's how we're shaping up. This is how we're playing. We're going to play with Marlon Harewood and James up front again. We can't leave James out today from the way that he played the last game. He was man of the match last game, with by far absolute storming.
This is how the visitors shape up.
And here's York City starting 11 then.
To the rivalry between
I don't know all of
teams.
the players' names in York City, so I'll be referring to them as I normally do as York City. Don't know what's happening there. Floating cameraman going past the goal. That was a bit strange.
Previous game.
Okay, and it looks like the random football that's come up is the one that's hard to see. So I'm really sorry about that, and I didn't expect that to be coming up again for a while. Anyway, Hartlepool are kicking off. We're going from left to right. And we've got James with a ball. What a storming run to start. And he gets a shot off and tests the keeper in the first couple of minutes of the game. When you're doing that, that means that you're making the keeper wake up. And now, York City have got the ball. I nearly said Morecambe there. I'm still thinking about the last game because they played in red too.
It's a physical game when it's a fair one.
But Bates goes in with a challenge and gets the ball out. Holden then takes it over and knocks it out for a throw in. The ball gets thrown back in, and now Harewood's got the ball up front. He's running down. He needs to cut inside really, or put someone. There we go. He's passed it across to James, who seems to have a dig from 30 yards out. That was very, very ambitious, should I say. It come off the defender as well, but what a strike. That was going at goal with a rifle of a shot. Anyway, Marlon Harewood trying to get the ball back off the midfielder. En-Mao chunks in as well and knocks the ball out into touch for the throw-in.
What you call spectacular but solid, and a basis to maybe kick off.
Okay, so here they go. They're running up the wing and tackled by En-Mao, and it's out to Harewood. Harewood knocks it inside and then outside and then inside, and then he plays it into the Morecambe midfielder who has a deflection, and it goes out of play. Parnaby throws the ball into En-Mao. En-Mao long crossover up forward to James, who doesn't manage to get on the end of it, and the ball's cleared by the York City defenders. And it's out in the middle of the park.
Alan McAnally is our man, watching elsewhere. Alan, what have you got to tell us?
It's a goal for the home team.
Okay, there's a goal at Luton Town against Exeter elsewhere in the country. Luton Town, I think we beat them when we played them. We beat them or we had a draw, I can't remember. I don't think we lost to Luton Town, so I think they were pretty good when we played them as well. Anyway, we've got the ball back in the middle of the park, and Walker's running with it, but it gets taken off him by the York City defender. They're just holding up the ball. And they tried to take it round, but Miller, like a wall, just stands there, takes the ball off the defender, and now he's on a run. He just couldn't get the speed past the last defender, who was pulling on his shirt. The referee just doesn't bother blowing for pulling on the shirt for some reason, but it's up to them. But he manages to get the crossover, and it gets cleared, but it seemed to be cleared by the Hartlepool player. He must have put the wrong side of his head onto the ball.
Comes in strongly.
Anyway, Hartlepool knocking it forward. James with a shot, and it only just goes over the top of the bar. The cheek of that shot from about 30 yards out. He sees the keeper off the line, and it's dipping, and it just goes over the top of the crossbar. The keeper looks and shakes his head in disbelief, as if to say, why are you trying that against me, you cheeky fucker? But he does it, and what a great shot from 30 yards out.
Clever change of direction there.
At least he's making that keeper stay aware of what's going on the pitch.
Burton Albion, 25 minutes.
Burton Albion beating Mansfield Town elsewhere. 1-0.
Low.
It's 25 minutes played here, and it's still 0-0.
Good movement to get to it. Now James.
But they're trying to break down the defenders of
That's
York
offside.
City, and the referee's just
Stopped
blown
the
for
play as soon as the
offside.
flag went
Didn't
up.
see why or what was going on there. Hopefully there'll be a replay to show us what happened. There's not really much of a replay, but there we go. Anyway, York City cross the ball forward to their midfielders, who get tackled, and it goes to James. James loses the ball.
Didn't hesitate, did he, with that challenge?
But he's getting it back, and he's one-on-one with the keeper, and he strikes it at the keeper. The keeper having an absolute stormer here against Luke James. And there we go, Miller with the shot that goes over and wide. Maybe if he'd have taken a bit out of Luke James's book, he could have got it on target and scored there. But here we go, there's a quick replay of the shot that Luke James just did. It was dipping, but it just didn't dip enough. Still Hartlepool 0, York City 0. York City hammer the ball up the field from the goal kick. And they're just taking it around in the middle of the park. Lovely back heel there.
Back heel.
Technique. Techers, mate. Techers. Right, and now James with the ball. He's one-on-one with the keeper. And he shoots, and he hits the keeper. He saves it again, denying James another goal. James been astounding this match again. He scores the one goal in a match, and then suddenly the floodgates are opening, and it's as if all of his confidence has come back at once, and he's just shooting from anywhere. The keepers in the future games need to be on their toes for James when he's playing, definitely.
Good strong tackle.
Anyway, York City with the ball in the centre of the park. And then just dribbling it around all of the Hartlepool players.
No, it's not.
He's taken it past 3 or 4 players so far, and unfortunately loses out.
Much better.
But now it's Hartlepool on the attack again. Plymouth have scored. We lost to Plymouth.
Thank you very much, Alan.
And here comes the cross. Is it going to cross it? Come on, James. Oh, no, he knocks it back for En-Mao, who's in space, who puts a crossover. And a header from the defender clears it out to the midfielder. Well, the striker, sorry, I think it is. And referee waves play on because there was a bit of shoulder barging there.
It's looking good, this
The ball's
move.
gone out to the York City winger, who plays it inside.
And the tackler,
But he gets
has been
tackled,
very
and now it's
successful there.
Miller with
He's
the
got
ball. He
possession.
plays a long ball over the top. It's in front of James. James doesn't manage to get it though. The York City midfielder takes it away and knocks it through, and now York City are on the attack. They lose the ball because of Compton sticking his foot out. And off we go. Marlon Harewood now with the ball. Knocks it out wide to En-Mao. En-Mao, what will he do here? He cuts inside and he puts a beautiful ball over and a lovely header. And it's just gone over the top of the bar. I think that was Compton with the header. Absolute beautiful header, sweet as a nut, but it just goes over the top. And Hartlepool are all over York City here. How are York City at the top of the league? God knows how. But Hartlepool really playing the socks off here. They've had 5 shots on goal and York City have had none. It's absolutely all Hartlepool's game.
And there is the half-time whistle.
It's still 0-0 and it's half-time. The referee's blown up. Time for a cup of tea and an orange.
No goals.
Well, they should and they will be kicking themselves, and it's not a given that they'll keep getting quite so many chances.
Well, we've had all the chances that we need and we just haven't taken them so far. So hopefully this second half, after the team talk at half-time, will bring something out of the Hartlepool players and hopefully they'll get the win. There's the goal. There's all the scores from around the grounds. You know the rules. If you want to see them, rewind it and pause it. Anyway, let's go on with this match. Second half. Woods is coming on now. So we've got a half-time substitution for Walker. And York City kickoff
is now in progress.
Woods takes the ball straight away.
Woods
knocks it back to Nearney. Nearney knocks it across to Parnaby.
Stuart Parnaby.
Parnaby puts it to Woods again. What's Woods going to do here? He knocks it forward.
48 minutes.
Luton Town are winning 2-0 now against Exeter. That's a good result for Luton Town, but a bad result for us. We want them to be losing so that they don't go above us in the league. Anyway, Holden with the ball. Holden knocks it out wide to Compton. Compton loses the ball. But the ball gets put forward. And the York City attacker can't get to it in time. The ball goes out from the defence to En-Mao. En-Mao cuts inside. And he's got another agility +1 onto his stats. So that should be good for him now to take it round players. And Woods fighting for the ball there. Comes off second best, but the ball's with James. James knocks it through to Harewood, who's a mile offside.
For the assistant. It's offside.
He's that offside. He's so far offside. God knows what he's doing standing there. Absolutely shocking play by Marlon Harewood.
Well, it could
anyway,
be
we're going to have a substitution here for York City, and I think we're also having a substitution where we're taking Miller off
here, I'm sure, to try and turn this draw into a win.
And we are going to bring on Hawkins. So let's see if Hawkins can change this deadlock. Hopefully he will. Okay, so it's a free kick to York City. They just knock it forward.
Keep you right up
and
to
they're running up the middle of the pitch. He takes it round Compton.
It's a goal for Shrewsbury
and then knocks it forward where they have a shot, but it's gone wide.
Thanks, Alan. Alan, your view on the attempt at goal?
Went miles wide there, so nothing for the keeper to worry about. Anyway, he kicks the ball out for the goal kick. Just as far as the defence. They're doing a build-up from the back this time. Knocks it forward to En-Mao. En-Mao puts it forward to Woods. Woods turns and starts a run. Knocks it up to Marlon Harewood, who loses it straight away. What is this guy doing? And then he dives in with a tackle like that. The referee's going over to have a word with him. He could get a card here. I'm surprised. Oh, there he has. He has got a card. That was shocking play by Marlon Harewood. I think the frustration of not being able to score and not being very good at football is finally getting to him.
Yeah, he might have done a bit more damage to his opponent.
Yeah, he digs in there and takes him out with a late tackle. Any more of that, Marlon, and you'll be off the pitch. In fact, the coach might even substitute him now.
Well, he's been given the ball, really.
Anyway, the ball's come over, and York City with a lovely ball over the top. Don't manage to do anything with it, but it was a beautiful cross to the attackers, who should have been able to put something on the end of it. Sound like Jeremy Kyle there.
It's for the away team.
Anyway, York City knocking it forward, and they've put it through again, and they've turned back on themselves. God knows why they did that. If they'd have carried on going forward, they probably could have scored. But here's James, loses out to the defender once again. And it's York City on the attack.
With the challenge, and the ball broke free.
They just can't seem to penetrate our defence, just like we can't seem to penetrate theirs.
Carson.
Both teams and defenders are playing really well today. Anyway, James with a ball. Knocks it
Woods.
to Woods. Woods puts it forward to Harewood. James runs into the middle. Harewood knocks it back to Woods, who puts a crossover to James, who headers it a goal, but it's saved by the keeper. And it's put out by the defender. What a great attempt at goal once again. Here we go, York City doing their final substitution of the game. They're trying to break the deadlock as well. It's 70 minutes played and it's Hartlepool 0, York City 0. Montrose, fresh legs of York City coming on for Penn. Marlon Harewood with the ball, puts it across to James. That's a shot that looked like handball. Everyone claims handball, but no, the referee says play on. What a brilliant stop there by the defender. It did look like a handball decision, but the referee didn't give it. Anyway, James knocks it through and Hawkins scores a goal. Comes on the pitch and he bags it. What a brilliant goal there by Hawkins. Said he might be the difference maker, and he is the difference maker in this game. He gets the ball and he just slots it home under the keeper. What a brilliant play by Hawkins. The build-up play from James with the assist was really good as well. And there we go, it's Hartlepool 1, York City 0, and the fans are going crazy. What a goal. We really do need a goal there. We really do need this win, because obviously we've had two losses in a row and then we had the win, and this is the second win in a row if we can carry it on. Let's hope that we don't get a draw. Hartlepool have been all over York City, and well, what a goal by Hawkins.
For Exeter City, 76 minutes played, 2-1.
Okay, so Exeter City have just scored in the game against Luton Town, and it's now 2-1.
An aerial bombardment.
But
here.
Woods has got the ball and he's on the run. He's knocked it through to Harewood. Harewood
He's into the challenge.
holding up the ball, waiting for people to get forward. En-Mao with the ball now, going for a run up the wing, but he tries to knock it past the defender and doesn't manage to. Gets outplayed there.
This is going to be a throw.
And it takes Parnaby to just take the ball and smash it out for a throw-in.
Penalty at Carlisle.
It's a penalty for Plymouth
Penalty
Argyle.
at Carlisle for Plymouth Argyle.
Slight delay as the ref clears the defenders. Here he comes. Oh, straight down the middle, and the goalkeeper makes it look easy.
Oh, the goalie saves it then.
1-0.
Thanks, Alan.
Still 1-0 though on that game. And anyway, we've got James here. He's one-on-one against the player. He can't do enough. He tries to dink it over the player to do the run-on, but doesn't manage it. It's still Hartlepool 1, York City 0, and we're at 82 minutes. We're only a few more minutes left of the game.
Free kick.
Everyone's feeling a little bit tired now as well. And it's an offside decision there against York City. So Parnaby to start the game again with the free kick. He knocks it up to En-Mao. He knocks it back out to Parnaby. Parnaby to En-Mao. I don't know why he passed it to En-Mao, because he got a player on him there. It's shocking that.
6 minutes remain. 2-1.
Thank you very much, Alan.
Okay, but the ball goes out for a throw-in and it's come back in. It's now another throw-in for York City.
Well, it's one change.
And here's the substitution for Hartlepool. They're bringing off En-Mao and they're going to put on Franks instead, just to give him a little bit of a run out. He gets the last 5 minutes of the game. That's fair enough, can't complain at that. En-Mao hasn't really done much this game. He's put a few passes here and there. In the first half he played pretty good, but the second half he's hardly been on the ball or on the pitch really. So yeah, I think they've done the right thing to substitute him off there. Anyway, York City with a beautiful crossover. The defender manages to head it clear as far as Compton, who loses the ball. And York City put another cross in, and it gets cleared by Holden. Holden knocks it up to Compton, who smashes it forward to James. James loses it in the midfield area of their half. And the ball comes over for a header, but the referee blows up for an offside decision. The keeper had the ball anyway, but, you know, it could have been a different story with a bit more power. Anyway, they kick the ball up to the defender. They're just trying to time waste now, trying to hold out for this win. It's the 89th minute. and they're still running up the pitch. The goalkeeper clears it. It wasn't really a shot. It wasn't really anything. It was as if it was a pass to their keeper. But there's 5 minutes of added time. The referee's bought his watch when he was in Manchester the last time visiting. And, well, we're having shots now from 40, 50 yards out. And it's just time wasting and running down the clock. Hartlepool are happy with the 1-0 win here. Just as long as York City don't score a last-minute goal. Because that seems to be Hartlepool's main weakness at the minute. Getting goals scored against them in the last couple of minutes of the game. And here they come, York City on the attack. Brilliant tackle there by Hawkins. And there it is, there's the final whistle. That's 2 wins in a row for Hartlepool United. 6 points in total in the last 4 games. That's actually good. They've turned it round.
Yeah, I mean, they threw themselves in front of shots. They did anything that they had to out there. Really brave performance from the defenders.
So here's the highlights of the game. York City played really well, but on this day, Hartlepool were better. Here's the first shot within 2 minutes of the game starting. That was where Luke James has a bash at goal. And then he has another one. And this is the one where it only just goes over. He sees the keeper off his line and the ball just floats over the top of the goal. But James, in the first half, he was everywhere. He was shooting at goal. He was smashing on past the post. I think he hit the post as well. But he played astounding in the first half. And you can see he's getting these shots off when he's having his shirt pulled as well, which is kind of putting him off balance. There was Marlon Harewood's sliding tackle that nearly got him sent off. That was very dirty by him. I mean, the York City player shakes his hand and accepts his apology, but it could have been nasty. There's the shot from, I think that was from Woods, where they nearly scored. And then here's the goal where Compton put the ball through to James. James knocked it forward to Hawkins. And Hawkins, a substitute, come on and slotted it past the keeper and was a complete game changer. Hawkins really haven't paid much attention to him over the past couple of games when they've been playing, but from now on I will do, because he has played really well as a substitute there. He come on and he won us the game. Can't complain at that. Final whistle, final score, Hartlepool 1, York City 0. And En-Mao scores a 7.2 rating there for the match, so that's not too bad as well. So that's above our percentage that we need to be in. A couple of failed crosses, but a few successful passes. That's good, 83%. But he had 100% in tackling, won all of his tackles, so fair play to the lad. Now here's the scores from around the country.
Accrington Stanley 2, Oxford United 2, Bury 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. Carlisle United 1, Plymouth Argyle 2, Cheltenham Town 0, Northampton Town 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 2, AFC Wimbledon 2, Hartlepool United 1, York City 0.
It's not looking good. A lot of the teams that are above us either won or drew, so I don't think we're going to go that many places up the table today.
Stevenage 1, Portsmouth 1.
I'll show you the league
Wycombe
table
Wanderers
in a second
0,
after he's
Newport
finished
County
reading this.
2. So what
Here we go.
those
Here's the
results
league
mean
table
to the
then.
league table?
So we
At the
have
top of the table, we
jumped
have
up
new
to
leaders
9th
in
actually.
Plymouth
So we've
Argyle
gone from
with
12th to
36
9th.
points.
That's a good
In
way to
second,
be
the
going.
former leaders,
16
Tranmere
matches,
Rovers
6
with
wins,
34
6 draws,
points.
4
In
losses,
third, rising up
13
the
goals,
table
4,
are
10
Northampton
against, goal
Town
difference of
with
3,
33 points.
and we're on
In
24
fourth,
points.
falling are
Another win
Portsmouth
could
with
take
33
us
points.
up into
In
them
fifth,
green
Southend
boxes
United
of
with
7th.
29 points. In sixth,
So I
climbing
hope
the
that you will
table
come
are
and
Burton
join me
Albion
on the
with
rest of
28
this
points.
season. I'm
In
having an
seventh,
absolute
moving
blast
down,
doing it
are
for you.
Oxford
I hope
United
you've enjoyed
with
this
26
episode.
points.
Thank
In
you very
eighth,
much
rising
for
up the
watching.
table
If
are
you've liked
Shrewsbury
it,
Town
like
with
it,
24
subscribe,
points.
hit
Bottom
the
of the
comments
table,
button and let me
Exeter
know
City
how you
with
feel.
4 points.
Anyway,
And then reading
thanks
up
for
the table,
watching
second
and
bottom,
take care.
Morecambe with
And I'll
7
see you
points.
on the next
Third
video.
bottom,
And until
Accrington
then,
Stanley with
bye
12
for now.
points. Fourth bottom, Cheltenham Town with 14 points. Fifth bottom, York City with 15 points.
Anyway, a big thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video of FIFA 15. Leave a like if you can and comment if you want to. And please click the big subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Add me on all the social media sites, the links are in the descriptions, as is the information if you ever want to play a game with me. Also, come and join in the fun at the live streams that I do. Links are on the screen right now. Anyway, I hope to see you all in the next video. Once again, thanks for watching, and until then, bye for now.